just got done watching the latest episode of Reasonable Doubt, and can somebody please tell me why Ozzy friends gonna bang on that door talking about some knock, nigga, you know you did it? Cause when you really sit back and think about it, if your friends think you got the gall and gumption to bing bop and boot somebody, oh baby, you definitely did it, including his psychotic ass family, allegedly. First things first, when it comes to Bill and his wife, I'm under the assumption that no matter how good he was gonna try to do, that was always gonna get a divorce. Because the moment she asked him how work was going, and he actually told her that he was putting a black woman up on the totem pole and running back and telling Dick, Tom, and Harry, and Massa every little move that she was making, she was gonna look at him sideways and be like, nigga, do you not see me? I'm a dark-skinned black woman. We went to law school together. You even brought up a story of how the professor used to play in her face and act like she was stupid and dumb because she was black, and she used to get back right with him. So how could you do that and have a black daughter? Because y'all keep mentioning 2 kids, possibly 3. It could be 2 little girls, but I know there's 1 in the mix. So I don't understand how you can have a black daughter in this world, a black wife, and then be doing this to a black woman. The moment she heard that bitch, you was dead. And I'm trying to figure out where he got the bright idea that if he sell Jax out, he'll then have all this extra free time to be with his family, when we clearly seen Jax for 3 seasons still not be at the house. Like, baby, she was gonna serve you them papers anyways, and she damn sure was gonna do it after you was slapping Sally up like that at the end of the episode. Moving on to crackhead Eddie and his former dealer. Yes, former dealer, because we all know that ain't his motherfucking sponsor. If you ask me, I think that they're giving Eddie a similar storyline to the character that Idris Elba played on This Christmas. I think that Eddie did get clean and is clean, but the moment he started doing good, his former drug dealer came to him and said, hey, baby, you got an extensive tag with me and you gonna have to pay up. You either give me the money by this date or we gonna bing bow booyah. Eddie then said, hey, brother, I want my life, but you know what I can do? I can call up my daughter. I can get back in good with her because she's this big-time lawyer that you can find on TV. Look, I got the pictures. Look her up on Google. The man, when he looked her up on Google, saw that she's rich. She is a high-profile lawyer. And then he said, you know what? I don't trust your old crackhead ass. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pack up my luggage. We're going to move to town, and you're going to get back in good with her to get these coins. Because what would be the reason for the sponsor to have a glizzy Glock tucked on the side of him when he with Eddie? And then at the end of the Drug Anonymous meeting, he said, hey, you got to stop lying to her. When you gonna tell her the truth? That's the motherfucking lie. You lying, acting like you came back here to get close with her and tell her that you clean, when in reality, you came to get them coins, Eddie. Then I was like, if that's not the lie, what if he's lying about being 5 years clean? Like, what if he been clean but just not 5 years, and they found this random Drug Anonymous meeting to go to where nobody knows him, so he can get up there and tell every lie that he wants to, and people gonna clap it down for him. Like, what if that's the fucking lie? What if he did dope recently, but now he clean? He may be like 3 months clean. I don't know about you, Eddie. And I think both of these theories check out because in the season premiere trailer, they had somebody on the floor in that room. And last time I said I thought it was going to be Naima, but I think it's going to be that daddy because the way Jax ran in and said, no, get up. It's Eddie. He either back on dope and he having an overdose, or that former drug dealer done bing bowed and booed him. And while we on the daddy, is it just me or is Lewis acting like Judge Mathis this season? Like, never in my life did I think that we was gonna find somebody that hate crackheads more than Judge Mathis, but clearly it's Lewis because he's pessimistic as shit this season when it comes to that daddy. He even down to the therapy being pessimistic about that daddy. They can't even talk about an event without him. No, I just don't want him. Like, I just want peace. I want peace. Like, I thought it was gonna be a chill afternoon. It was gonna be a chill afternoon. Everything about how you want it to be, right? When the marriage was going bad, it was all about you still. If the marriage doing good again, it's still all about you. Everything is always about Lewis. It's about his break, baby. His feelings. Him fucking up at the job. Him not wanting the daddy around. Everything is about Lewis. He's selfish as shit. He gets on my fucking nerves, and I want Jax to go and be with more Chestnut, I promise you. I love the way they cracked his face this episode because him being super duper judgmental this season, paired with the fact that his parents are known as the Huxtables around that way, made me smile from ear to ear when they got down to that dinner table. And his parents said, hey, we ain't slept in the same bed in years. Like, I'm finna move down to Florida. She finna get a little condo. Like, shit, we ain't even together like that. Like, we been smiling. We been happy since shit been separate. Like, yeah, we finna sell the house. And what you gonna do about it? And he's sitting up there, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? You thought you had the perfect family. You thought you had autonomy when it came to family dynamics against Jax because her mama was a lady that had a weird ass boyfriend for all them years. I still don't like the mama because of that. She's such a fucking pick-me, a pro-pick-me at that. And the fact that her daddy was a crackhead and he been out her life for 8, 10, 12, however many fucking years, you thought that you was all that in a bag of chips with your bald head ass just to find out that your parents don't really fuck with each other like that. And they told you, bitch, back up out my motherfucking business. Then they turned around and really pointed the finger at you and said, hey, you don't tell us everything that's happening in your marriage, which was a cue that the brother done told him that he had a motherfucking side baby. Now your face cracked at the table. Then you mad that Jack's daddy jumped in and kind of like made the moment better. He started bringing up artists and, oh yeah, I used to play with them. And just because you don't like the daddy, you on your Judge Mathis shit. And you over here getting your face cracked because you really wanted to like show it up and be like, look what I came from and look at your crackhead ass over there. Yeah, you the only motherfucking fool at the table. Like, Lewis getting so bad, I was about to call Asha and tell her to come pick up Derek. Word to my hit the flow fans. When it comes to the sister Kristen and Daniel, aka Asian Persuasion, he need to leave his feelings at the house because sister is definitely a little murdery. Like, she give me every bit of Mikael Myers. Also, can somebody confirm if that bald head link was in dude Daniel saw Kristen went down to the bar is the same one that Tony was on a date with when Jax cussed her clean the fuck out on that first and second episode? Because if so, reasonable doubt, I'm on your ass. And at this point, we all know that Kristen was a part of the murder. But one thing I'm gonna always respect about her is that she keep a couple holes on her. Like, she got Asian persuasion. She had a bisexual drug dealer. Yes, bisexual. Because I feel like when she was dating him, he was dipping and dodging over there with Ozzy. Because I feel like Ozzy bisexual. Allegedly. Then she got little bald head link cuisine down to the restaurant. Like, she keep a couple holes. And that's my type of girl. Yes, ma'am. Okay, on the more important things, this murder case. I need for y'all to know, Monica did not do it. She did not touch Wendy. She did not hit her. She did not slaughter her. She did not bing bow boo. She didn't drag a body. The only thing she has done is be a weird, nasty, rapey bitch. That is the only thing she has done. Somewhere in her weird, twisted, arrested development head, she believes that her and this 12-year-old star, as she continuously keeps saying, are in love and he'll never betray her and she'll never betray him. And if she helped out with cleaning up the mess that he made, she will then be bigger than Wendy and he will want her and they will walk off into the sunset. That is what she's made herself believe. She would not do that because she knows that if she would have killed Wendy, he would have never talked to her ever, ever, ever again. Like, she wouldn't have been able to be around him. So she did not do it. She only helped burn those shirts because she felt like, ooh, if I help Ozzy out, if I do this for him, we're going to be together forever. We back in it. Because remember, they just started back bumping and grinding and touching the other episode because Wendy is dead. Because all of this is going on. They had took a pause on it. And please do not let that nightmare that Ozzy showed of Monica being the one that slaughtered Wendy get to you, because Ozzy is an actor. He can create whatever scenario he wants in his head and make it believable. The same thing he did when he went down to that precinct and he went in the bathroom and said, brr, 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 get insane. That is him getting insane. He can make anything reality. One thing Monica keep forgetting is the simple fact that he's very transactional. If it don't benefit him, he don't want to motherfucking hear it. So whatever scenario makes him the victim and not the villain, that's the one he gonna go with. So I wasn't surprised at all when he told Monica, like, hey, yeah, you burned the shirt, but I still want you to get up on the stand, because he's always willing to set somebody else on fire in order for them to throw water on him. Then he had a mitigated guard to try to show out in front of his friends, talking about some nah. Stay, since you like taking care of things. We may need you to have the girls sign NDAs in case things get out of order. That is that psychopath, sociopath type bullshit right there. It's like he wants to abuse her in the room. Like, he wants to show her, like, look at me fucking bitches. Look at me touching people. Look at all this. And she lives for it. Like, they are one psychotic ass duo. Then her old ass sitting up in the party moping like she's somebody mama chaperoning the girl's birthday party, and he's sitting on the couch staring her down while he getting a lap dance. Like, it's all nasty. And if you didn't believe he was in on the killing before, just look at the way he punched that girl off of him in that damn bed while Mercedes all at the door rubbing on her cookie pearls. And Monica's so dumb to think that her and Jax was on the same page when it came down to the court case. Gonna get up on that stand talking about saying it don't matter how old he was. It don't matter because he was a star. Girl, he was 13. You're a rapist. You're nasty. You're disgusting, and you need to be put in motherfucking jail. And did they ever say what Kristen's job was on the show? Because she need to be an actress. Like, she act better than Ozzy because she knows she killed that girl. Also, am I the only one that believe Daniel gonna get fired this season? Because why are you rumbling in the sheets with a suspect? Then on top of that, you getting in your boss' personal business. Like, that's hella unprofessional. And that's why I'm glad Crystal saw him and that sister going in that bathroom all hooked up on each other, because somebody need to report that. And I could never like Sally, and I'm gonna forever look at her sideways, because how you gonna sit up there and hear Jax tell you that Bill got a wife and you still got the number at the phone? Then you proceeded to jump in a car, ride to his house, and get your back beat in by that clear wood. Like, is you cool, bitch? If somebody would have did that with your husband, you would have been flipping shit over and calling them haters like you've been doing all season of Jax. Like, But I do wonder if him banging Sally gonna make him reevaluate selling Jax out. Was I tripping and did that dude that Daniel was talking to down to the bar have videos of Wendy on his computer? And if you ask me, I think the T Daniel had on Eddie is the simple fact that he came into town to collect coin from Jax because that man is his dealer. But in order to save himself, he threw the mama out there and said she got cancer. Watch, they gonna give us the whole storyline of I came into town to get the money, but then your mama told me that she got cancer and I felt so bad about it and I said I'm not gonna do it no more. I just wanna be here for you and your mama and